Hello, my call sign is G4AKC, Dave Starkey, and I often operate on the beach and promenade area here in Blackpool, England. This is my latest development, which is a tricycle mobile. It's powered tricycle, and it pulls a trailer behind the bicycle or tricycle with a full autonomous radio station on board. I'll give you a little bit of detail. First off, the radio itself is an Alinco DX70 transceiver, which is set to low power and runs off its own battery. The battery is a 22 amp battery, which is mounted behind the radio under the boards. The low power is fed into a modified KL500 amplifier, which has its own battery again. It's a 50 amp hour battery, and you can just see the front of it just by the lights there. So the system is capable of generating powers from just a few milliwatts all the way up to nearly 300 watts. However, most of the time I leave the power set at around 100 watts. Obviously there's a lot of RF circulating about, and so toroids are plentiful on the system. As you can see, there's a couple visible on the mic line, etc. A key part of the system is ground tuning, as there's no radials used on the system, of course, as it's on the move, and the ground tuning creates a low impedance path down to true ground that enables me to get good performance with good ground current. So that is a key item to the whole thing working. The antenna, which is down at the moment, is a MFJ 1979 telescopic antenna, which telescopes up to 17 feet and is operational between 6 meters and 20 meters as a full-sized antenna. There is a bigger antenna on board the bicycle, which goes up to 30 feet. And that is a telescopic pole, and that connects to the system when I'm on that band. I also have two types of pedestrian mobile setup. This is again a powered setup. It's in a powered cart and contains quite a lot of equipment, very similar to the bicycle mobile, but more contained, obviously in a smaller area. And the ground tuning unit is situated at the bottom of the unit, and I also need on this system matching for the antenna, which is either another MFJ 1979, which can be used in combination with a inductor for the lower bands, or alternatively I can use a 30-foot telescopic pole to support a wire for the lower bands, and that again works, as I say, very similarly to the bicycle setup. The batteries are the same sort of idea, where we have a 50 amp hour battery feeding the amplifier. If I just lift this, you can see horizontally mounted there is a 22 amp hour battery feeding the radio. A third system I have for holiday use is the small portable setup here on the pull along cart, again using the same aerial system and a slightly different tuner, a whip tuner. And this one does not have an amplifier, but again runs on a sizable battery, a 38 amp hour battery, which powers the radio for several hours. There's a pull-up handle here, which is a modification from a case, and I'm able to pull this along on the beach area, or again that the U-bolts at the side will accept a bigger pole, which can be used for the lower bands. So those are the basic 3 different setups that I use, and I hope that helps. Thank you for watching.